Welcome to She's Off Course. I'm Libby and I've been playing golf since 2018. That's 7 years now. And in all that time, I have never played 18 holes. So I'm trying to change that. So I've set myself a 6-week challenge to get back into golf, get myself a handicap, play 18 holes, and at the end of it all, enter a competition. I'm going to do a mini series on the 18-hole project. So if you're watching down the line and you're wondering what clubs I've got in my bag and why, then this is the video for you. So let's get into it. So when I went and got a putter, basically went down to the shop, tried every single putter that was there. Don't really know what I was looking for. I just picked up putters and tried to put balls in holes. And this one ended up being my absolute favourite. It felt really nice, it has a nice weight to it. As you can see, it's a mallet putter from Odyssey. It's got a really nice face that gives a nice ping noise, good feel to it. It's quite heavy, which I really like. And it was a long version as well. I can't remember the exact height, but it was a couple of inches longer than standard, which is great because I'm 5'9". So I got this putter. It had an original grip which I really liked, but my friend plays with one of these sort of super stroke chunky grips. He gave me his putter to try a few putts with and I really liked it. So I picked this one up off eBay, I think it was $14.99, and I re-gripped it myself and I've not looked back. I do really like this and I think it might be one of my favourite clubs in the bag. So when I first started back in 2018, I actually began golf because I went to an open day at Didsbury Golf Course. And when I was there, I met the pro, Peter Barber. He was really encouraging when I first started. He actually gave me one of the clubs that he had from the pro shop, which was a Callaway men's iron, a 7-iron with a steel shaft. I've given that back to him now, but it was a real eye-opener for me of what kind of clubs there are available. I think it was a super swanky one, 7-iron, stiff shaft as well, but I absolutely loved it. So when I finally decided, right, I'm doing it, I'm gonna go and get fitted, and I told the guy I want steel shaft. He didn't believe me. He said that I have a slower swing speed and that I should get graphite, but I pushed him and said no, it's more important about how it feels and what's going to encourage me to play more golf. And if I like these clubs and they feel nice and I enjoy swinging with them, that's more important to me than what I should have. And I think that's a good tip to take with you throughout any golf journey. So I ended up coming away with Cobra LTDX irons, which stands for longest total distance. I tried quite a lot of irons during my fitting, different heads, different shafts. These ones sounded the nicest. They had a really nice noise and they went further. So we had the tracer on and they did actually go further than any of the other irons that I hit. I'm sure that's to do with the longest total distance technology that's in there. But I really liked them. So I got the ladies' heads, which have got pink features on. So it says Cobra in pink and it has little things in pink. I got steel shafts. And then they came with a standard grip, but I knew straight away that I was going to re-grip them. I was getting quite good at re-gripping at that stage. So I put on my own golf bride grips, and I'll go into the grips a bit later in more detail. So I have this Cobra set of irons that go from a 5-iron all the way up to a pitching wedge. Not sure why I got a 5-iron because I can't hit it yet, but I'm sure I'll grow into it one day. Possibly my favourite club in the whole bag is this wedge. It's a Callaway S-grind, you can see there. It's a 54-degree wedge. I got this because my coach at the time told me that it was the most versatile wedge, helped me getting out of bunkers and also doing little chippy shots around the green and stuff. It is my favourite club by a long way because I always seem to hit it straight, which is really key when you're a beginner. But anyway, I've re-gripped this one as well, as you can see, with a Golf Pride grip. Again, I'll go into the grips later. And one little feature that I did add, because this club had some engravings that were in lime green, I used nail polish to fill them in to make them pink, so it matches the rest of my clubs. That's quite nice, isn't it? Next up, my driver. Now, I absolutely hate this club with a passion. I leave it at home most of the time, or it stays in the bag, or sometimes I take it with me, feeling quite optimistic, get to the range or get to the par 3 and it stays in the car and I don't take it out with me in the actual bag. It's a Wilson D7 13.5 degree driver. It's a ladies driver, so it has a ladies flex graphite shaft. When I wanted to buy a driver, I went to my local pro shop and this is the one that they had, and so I just got it. And I was initially quite good with it, but as time's gone on, I think I've got more and more in my head. I hit a few bad shots in a row. I had one range session where I don't think I hit one shot, and it just kind of spirals from there, doesn't it? You like lose confidence with the club, you think you can't hit it anymore, and so you actually can't hit it anymore. And I think that's where I am now. I have no confidence, I hate it, and so every shot is terrible. I re-gripped this one as well in the same grip that I have for all the other clubs. Again, I'll mention grips later, but I like this one. It's slightly different from the other ones. It's purple, which means it matches the purple features of the Wilson D7. So that's the driver. I only have one other wood apart from the driver, and that is a 5 wood. And basically I bought this wood because I went online and I searched for what should I do if I can't hit my driver, and it says go and get yourself a different wood, maybe a 5 wood, a 3 wood, learn to hit that first because they're quite similar, and then work your way up to the driver. So I said, okay, I'll go and get a 5 wood. So I got one of the LTDX 5 woods. I think it's an 18.5 degree, oh no, sorry, it's a 22.5 degree. It's the max version, so apparently it's extra forgiving. And I got this one purely because I really like my irons, and so I thought, well, why not just get the same brand as that? It's got a graphite shaft with Lady Flex, again, it's like some helium one. But actually, I do like this club. It took me a while to get used to it, so I struggled with it initially, but I've seemed to have found good rhythm with it now. Still not been able to upgrade to the driver yet, but I'm doing okay. So this is a new favourite for me. I do like this one, and it's also been re-gripped with the Golf Pride grip. The newest club that I've bought is this hybrid. Now, I got this because everywhere I read online and videos, Instagram, YouTube, they always say, get a hybrid. It's really easy to hit. It's like the miracle wonder club that you should have in your bag. So I was like, all right, that sounds pretty good. I want a miracle wonder club. So I got a hybrid separate to my irons, and I got the 4 hybrid because I already have a 5 iron. And I got the same club as my irons, but because I bought it separately and I got it stock, it's completely different. It's got the graphite shaft, which my irons should have if I'd bought them just stock off the shelf and not had them fitted. So it has this 55 gram ladies flex graphite shaft, which means that it plays completely different to my irons. So I've really struggled to actually get to grips with this club, and at the minute I still kind of hate it, and it's been my biggest regret buying it. Having said that, I did go on the range yesterday actually, and I managed to hit some shots with it, which were pretty good. So maybe there's some potential there for it to be one of those miracle clubs. At the minute, it still plays about as long as my pitching wedge, so it's pointless having it at the minute, and it will never get played on the course. Not yet anyway. But yeah, the newest edition, definitely my biggest regret. Now I just want to touch a little bit on some of the grip issues that I've had and why so many of my clubs have been re-gripped. So I don't know if other women have had this issue, but my hands have given me quite a lot of trouble over my time playing golf. They're quite small, so I've got small palms but long fingers. They're quite slim and they're very delicate. I get blisters really easily, so some of the grips that I've had in the past are just torn holes in my hands, even when I wear a glove. And I've really struggled with the grip sizing. So for instance, this hybrid that I bought recently, I've not had a chance to re-grip yet. This has got a standard undersized grip on. And I've noticed that almost all women's ladies clubs come with undersized grips. Now, I find these grips far too small. I put my hand around them and my nails are digging into my hands. I like to keep my nails long. I find that I don't have control, and when I swing I don't have confidence because I feel like I'm going to let go of the club, and it causes me ultimately to squeeze too hard on the grip, which means I'm not relaxed, I feel tension, I get aches and pains, blisters and bad shots. So undersize is not for me. So I went away and I thought, right, if undersize is not okay, maybe a big grip is. So I tried mid-size for a short period, and basically because my friend has got mid-size on his clubs, he lent me a club to hit, and I think I hit one and it went really far, and I said, mid-size must be for me. So I went and got these Golf Pride MCC mid-size grips. They're pink, so I absolutely love them, and I re-gripped every single club in my bag with these. And then I found that these were the opposite. These are far too big for my hands, and I have the same issues as with the undersize. Because it's too big, I grip too hard because I don't feel like I've got full control of the club. So I have a weaker grip, which means that my club face is open on impact and loads of my shots go to the right. So this also wasn't for me. So I've had to settle on the standard grip, which should have been obvious from the start, but it's taken me a long time to get there. Because I did have some standard grips on some of my clubs but didn't like them. It turns out I didn't like the standard grips because of the texture of the grip. I had one that was really corded, used to rip holes in my hands whenever I play, even with a glove. And so I thought that I didn't like that one either. But it turns out if you have the right grip and the right size, it makes a huge difference. So I've now settled on this as my preferred grip. It's the Golf Pride MCC Plus 4. I like it because it doesn't taper so much at the end. It's grippy the whole way down. It doesn't have stiff cord that rips holes in my hands and gives me blisters. And I've gripped my irons and wood and wedge with this without any tape as well. So I've got no extra layers underneath. It's literally the glue straight onto the grip. So it's the thinnest standard grip it could be, if that makes sense. I re-gripped it, went out on the course, and instantly all my shots go straight. And, touch wood, I haven't got any blisters yet. And I've been to the range twice since re-gripping it. So let's see if that works now, moving forwards. So I thought I'd end the video by throwing in a few other little bonus extras of some of the accessories that I have in the club. So my balls. I play with these ones. They are Callaway Super Soft balls, and I like them for no other reason than they are pink. Well, actually there is one other reason. They've also got a really nice line on them that's dead thick, and you can see it from when you're stood over the ball putting. I also like drawing a few other different lines on there, one that goes across as well. But the fact that the stock line on there is really thick and easy to see makes a massive difference. I've not really played with any other balls because these ones were the first ones that I bought. I really like them, they were pink. They've also got a matte finish, which is just beautiful. And golf's about enjoyment, right? So I enjoy playing with these. The tees that I use, I like to play with wooden ones. I've got sucked into the eco-friendly movement, and that wood ones are more environmentally friendly. They're probably not, but these are the ones that I play with. I've got just a normal big tee for various different length shots, and if I'm playing my 5 wood off the tee, I'll use this little one. And then finally, the glove that I use. So I have to wear a glove because I get blisters on my hand, although I just heard some of the new grips that I've been using recently have been causing fewer blisters, so fingers crossed that continues. But my glove of choice is the FootJoy Stay Cooler. I also get very sweaty hands when I'm playing. Golf's a workout, you know, sometimes. I watch other like TikTok and Instagram videos of women playing golf and they look perfect the whole time. I play golf and I'm dripping with sweat, my makeup smudges, and I look like an absolute mess. Anyway, so my preferred glove is this one because my hand gets less sweaty with it. So that's nice, isn't it? an extra bonus. This is like the deleted scenes at the end, isn't it? I have these little socks and everyone takes a piss out of me for them. So the lads that I play golf with always laugh at me for having these little knitted socks. I think they're really cute. Basically, the reason why I got these is because when you're carrying your bag, I've got a trolley now, so it's not as bad, but I used to carry it on my back and they'd be like clanging together, like every footstep, like clang, clang, clang. And I hated it. It wound me up so much. So I got these little sock things and they don't make a sound. They're like perfectly silent when you're walking around the course. So I really like them. My friends don't, they take the piss out of me. I'd be really keen to know, what do you think? Do the socks stay or do they go? So if you've got all the way to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to keep an eye out for my series which is coming up soon, the 18-hole project, where I'll finally get out onto the course, face my fear of the main course and play 18 holes. Looking forward to seeing you then. Bye!